What's up, guys? Welcome back, everybody, to another episode of What's Your Grail with me, your host, Jeffrey Komikhan. Tonight, I have a special guest on my show, Mr. Tony Sanders. Tony, how are you doing tonight?
Hey, good to be on your show, Jeffrey, man. I'm glad to be here, dude. It's an amazing show you got, and honored to be selected to be on the show with you, man.
Oh, well, thank you. Glad to have you as a part of it finally, man. Good to get you on.
Man, yeah. So, yeah, I've watched the show a few times. I've seen a few people on there, and yeah, I'm ready to come on here, man. I'm ready to do this.
Good. And as always, I have one question for all my guests, and that is what is your grail? Your holiest of grail to anything that you consider a grail. Tonight, we are going to find out what your grails are.
All
But
right.
first, let's give a shout out to everyone in the chat tonight. We've got our buddy, Mr. Chris Barrett. Good to see you, Chris Barrett. We got 90 Mother Effing Comics. What's going on, man? Good to see you. We got our boy, Caleb Comics Murphy. He says, yo, what's up tonight, Caleb? Hope you're having a good evening. We've got Steven Spock. Good to see you, Steven Spock. Our buddy, Alex the Comic Corner, and Mr. Gretzky are all in the chat tonight. Thank you guys for joining us. It's a very special evening tonight. I am actually on Tony Sanders' channel hosting his show, What's Your Grail? He asked me to come on and be a special guest host because tonight he is opening up a special box. Tony, why don't you tell these people what we've got tonight?
Okay, so this box is, if you don't recall, the infamous stories of when the Comic Corps went to Chicago. I too was in Chicago with the Comic Corps, so yeah, we were doing karaoke, we were doing all kinds of stuff. Some kind of Yakuza bar. I don't know what kind of bar it was, but it was just like we shouldn't have been there, basically. But we were there. So anyway, but these books are the books that I took to C2E2 and got signed. They're all signature series. They're all gold labels. I don't know the grades, but I do know they're all gold labels. They're all witnessed. They're all CGC certified. And the whole thing was just like, a great time that I had. And all these books are like memories for me. And I will say this. My giant size X-Men, which was right there, which was a 2.0 PGX, is now a CGC book. So we get to see the when somebody cracks open the PGX slab and then they get it regraded by CGC and see the difference. So we can see that now. So you've all seen you've seen it on Instagram. I posted it a few times. You've seen it in my videos. So everybody knows it's a 2.0 PGX. So now we'll get to see what it is as a CGC book. It's in here. There's a few other books in here that are pretty cool books that I'll bust out as we go through the show. But yeah, my holy grail, I would say my holy grails. There's 3 of them that I would consider my holy grails, and one which is funny because Comic Kid mentioned one of them, and I do believe he is right, and it's Captain America #1, which I'll never.
Yeah, I mean that's tough. Like, yeah. I guess you never say never, but that's definitely going to be one of those grails for sure. Yeah, I mean that's the question. Like, everybody's opinion of what a grail is, and then there's different levels, I guess, of grails. But for me, like you said, the holiest of grail, like, is typically one of those ones that it's going to be like one really hard, if impossible, for you to ever obtain. You know what I mean?
Oh yeah.
And in my sites, of course, there's other ones.
Unless you come across like some like old dilapidated house or garage sale with some old lady, she's like, "Here, Sonny." And
oh my gosh, you know how many times I have that dream, dude? Like, where I find the buried box with like the Incredible Hulk issues 1 through 6, and it's like, oh, pinch myself. Then you snap out and you wake up, you're like, dang, it was just a dream. Damn it.
Yeah, and it's like every collector has that dream or that hope or that aspiration of coming across that one big, like, yes.
Yeah, right, dude. Oh man, I think about it all the time. That's crazy. Yes. Comic books NYC.
Yeah, we are late tonight. So tonight, like, the reason why we are late is because, all right, this is the deal, people. The books came yesterday. I didn't open them. I was like,
you've
okay.
already been waiting.
Yeah, I've already been waiting. And so like they're in my house, they've been sitting here, I've been looking at the box. You know how like you're a kid in Christmas and you just want to open the box up and you just want to know or whatever? That's been me for the last almost, 36 or so hours or whatever, how long it's been. But all I know is like I literally like had it sitting on my table. I had to go to work today and I was like, I could do Grails Friday night, but I was like, I'll be damned if I have to wait again until after I get off work to do another show to open up this box. So I'm doing it late night. So call me Conan O'Brien, call me whoever you want to call me, but we're doing this. It's happening. And if you can't stay up late enough, watch it on the rewind. I'll be more than happy to, to let you see them again because it's, hey man, it's books that I'm actually like excited to actually get back. I was like, yo, I actually got these books back. But the unfortunate event that has happened is this. All right, so I usually do CGC over the internet. Like I'll mail my stuff in or whatever and like get it graded or whatever, pressed and cleaned or whatever and sent back and, it comes back or whatever. But the problem that I noticed that I had when I did the drop off at Chicago at C2E2 was I had dropped off my giant size X-Men and like a few other books for the Chris Claremont. And then I went to go get some other books signed. And then like when I realized, I was like, oh, I didn't mark the press and clean service on that the first order. And so I was like, oh man, like rookie mistake, but it was my first time. So, forgive me, people, forgive me. And so I went back and asked the guy and I was like, hey, is there any way that I could get that marked on there just to if the guy go in there and just check it or whatever. And we're all good.
How long after you already dropped it off was this that you realized that?
Like about 10 or 15 minutes.
What's up, Discovery Bay? How are you doing? Jay Salsa 23, Mr. Gretzky. Good to see you guys.
So needless to say, the guy was like, oh no, you'll have to call on Monday, yada, 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 or actually and leave a message. And then like when the books get there, then they'll redo the order. And then that'll take a little bit longer on your order. And I was like, oh, whatever, forget it. Just send the books, dude. Just do what you got to do. And then like
these just went and got graded the condition that they already were, no press, no clean.
Yeah, all the books were just like it's because I was mad pretty much by then. I was pretty much mad because like I couldn't get the giant size X-Men cleaned like I wanted it done, and then I was sitting there like, okay, well screw it, then I'm not going to do it with these other books that I were getting signed, and I was just like, screw it, whatever the grades I get, because I'm not a grades guy. I don't really care. I just want the book, as long as the book is in my possession and it's presentable and and it's like all there. That's all I care about,
Yeah, and I mean, I guess that if you're ever due, like you can always crack them and press them clean and send them back. But
yeah, that is true too. That is also true.
So you've been waiting for about 2 months to get these books.
Yes, and I've been sitting here looking at this box.
I think we should just start getting into it, man.
All right, man. Well, I'm about to crack it open. We'll see what we got here.
Thank you all, everybody in the chat, for sticking with us. I know it's, for me here on the West Coast, it's still fairly early. We're only like 9:38. But I know some of you East Coasters are sticking with us, so thank you guys. Gomez, good to see you tonight. Gomez, comic collector.
Now I'm gonna have to tease y'all. We ain't gonna do this just like a regular unboxing. We're gonna have to pull the panties down slow, as Dr.
Yeah.
So, all right, first book. We're gonna dig into this one. Now, this book, I think this is the book. I'm hoping this is the book. I don't know, but I'm assuming because the grade I was told that maybe this might be the book. So we'll see.
Are you looking, or are you just pulling with blindly?
I'm just pulling them out. Okay. So I don't even know. I could just see the top grade or whatever, which kind of sucks, but oh well.
Yeah.
So, but you guys don't get to see yet, so
Is this
So yeah, this book is an infamous book. This book will go down.
94?
And yes, it's 94, baby. The sniper book, the sketch variant, the whatever you want to call it, the Bueller's book.
What did we guess? We guessed like I think I said maybe like a 3.5 or something.
Yeah, 3.5. Alex said anywhere between a 3 and a 4, depending on like whatever it was. But see, remember, I didn't get these pressed or cleaned, so it was just like I kind of cheated myself. But like they can still be pressed and clean and get a great bump probably.
Right.
So hopefully that's the good deal. But it still looks kind of cool with the yellow label. So I don't care what anybody says. This is like a legendary book. So if this book, it'll probably go through the community if it ever goes through. Like it'll just be like if it's ever sold, it goes through community.
It goes down to Tony Sanders 94.
Yeah. So this is a 3.0 X-Men 9-4. The sketch variant and the 3.0, baby. How y'all like that? Look.
Black and white variant. Does it give you any graders notes? Does it say anything?
Like I don't know. It just says
no. It doesn't say like faded cover or anything.
Off-white pages.
Huh. Okay.
Off-white pages is all it says. But that's kind of cool though.
Mike Johnston. Good to see you, buddy. Hope you're having a good night tonight, my friend.
So 3.0, guys. So this is Bueller's book. But I'm keeping it at my house. So So there's my 9-4.
This book is very infamous for that cover, that faded cover.
Yes. No, I don't know if he hit me up earlier and said that like he left a message in there and but I don't know. He said he had to watch on the rewind because he has to work or something like that. But he's gonna watch it. He said, and I had to let him know that I didn't get it pressed. But it's still a 3 though. I mean, that's not bad. I mean, like
that's not.
I mean, that's still cool. Like a 3, I'll take that. And a signature series too. It's signed by Claremont, dude.
I'd totally be cool. That's for sure. Komikhan Strange, what's up?
And see the way I did my, you know how you have the signature boxes or whatever.
Yeah.
I'm a stickler, man. So like, what I did was like I cut it to where it was just like you could only get to the X-Men.
Did you do that? Yeah.
Yeah. So Claremont only had like right there to right. He could only write, so it's perfectly in the X-Men. See,
that's cool. Heck yeah.
So yeah, man, that's kind of cool. I like that. So this is me and Bueller's book. It's a 3.0 signature series. Chris Claremont, first team appearance in X-Men. Yay!
It's nice to see that book in a slab.
Yeah, in a slab. So you know, this is like cool. So. Sketch variant, one of a kind. So enjoying that. That's gonna be cool.
Sweet. Bond Strange got that new video coming out tomorrow. Check that out.
So yeah, man, being a Captain America fan, Captain Marvel fan, and now gradually I am, as you can see in the background, becoming a Tony Stark Iron Man fan. Man.
Yeah, no, I can attest to that. You've recently been picking up more and more Iron Man.
Yeah, and actually my kids are kind of, they don't mind actually. They, you know, at first they were kind of like, you know, they didn't understand why I like Captain America, and then when they seen Endgame, they were like, I was like, yeah, you know, when he was like Avengers Assemble, everybody wanted to jump up out the seats like, let's go, let's do this, let's roll. You know, and so like, but like I've always been when it comes to like superhero teams, like I was always into like obscure ones. So like the New Warriors, I was a fan of them. Then like the X-Men, I like the X-Men because they were outcast by society. So X-Men were always on my list of teams that I enjoyed to have. And yeah, man, like. You gotta have some X-Men in your collection, I guess.
Yeah.
As you can see back there, there's a X-Men 35 where they fight the supposed to be Spider-Man.
I missed out on a lot of X-Men. I'm recently picked some up. So my collection is gone from nothing to, I don't know, maybe 24 X-Men books. So Model Vault, good to see you. Thank you for joining us this evening.
Yes, I'm excited to be on the Jeffrey Komikhan show. Thank you.
That's right. My show, What's Your Grail? It's good to be here. Good to be a special guest host, man. Like, you know, it's a great show. Everybody loves it. I love it.
I could think of no other person that I would like. It's like you're my Arn Anderson to Ric Flair. You're my DJ Jazzy Jeff to the Fresh Prince. You're the you're I'm not gonna say Batman and Robin because we're not the dynamic duo. That's JPL Flash and
Yeah.
so we're not the dynamic duo, but we are very good bros. But I consider Jeffrey to be my bro. For like
He's Captain America, I'm Falcon, something like that.
Exactly.
Damn.
So yeah, so I'm excited that book came back at a 3.0. Like I said, grades don't bother me. Like I knew it was like, you know, it was faded already. But for $125, man, and the signature series.
Fred and Barney. He said Steven Spock. Oh man. Fred, there we
Fred
go.
Barney. That's good.
Yes.
Yes.
Okay.
So like I said, I'm a fan of obscure books and stuff. But let's see what the next book is, I guess. So I guess everybody's waiting.
Yes.
So let me dig down off in here. I can't feel it. That's cardboard. Okay. There's a book. There's a book. I feel it. I don't want to look.
YouTube is not 90. The Hunt is not 90. Y290 will no longer exist after next Friday on The Hunt.
So, all right. So this one,
Beavis and Butthead.
Beavis and Butthead.
Bam.
So this one, it's not a bad grade. Like I said, none of these were pressed or cleaned. Like if it had been pressed and cleaned, it'd probably been a higher grade. And but still, it's signed. It still looks cool, and it's a 7.0, and it's the
oh, sick.
Yeah, so
heck yeah.
Hey, I don't care. It's in a slab. 7.0 can't beat that.
Signature series 7.0. Like, I think that's pretty sweet.
And it can still be pressed and cleaned and stuff, and then get a grade bump. So you know, like I said, it still looks. I mean, like it literally looks cleaner than what it says. Like it's 7.0. It literally, it's like you can just see like if it got pressed right there, like if it got pressed right here or whatever. You get the
yeah. I'm not a huge stickler. I think 7.0 for that book is pretty sweet.
Yeah, so I'm not really a big complainer about it, but like I said, it could be cracked and pressed and get a grade bump. I'm probably a serious grade bump too.
That book actually looks super cool with that yellow banner. It kind of goes with the orange to yellow fade on the book.
Yeah, I like this book. Like this is like always a cover I always like. Like the other ones are cool in the series, but this one always stood out because it was just like, you know, it's just like it implemented his attitude to me. Like it's like, okay, yeah.
Yeah.
So yeah. And 7.0. So yeah. These are all gold labeled. None of these are blue. They're all gold labeled. So I'm happy about that too. I'm not a big okay. I'm not a big fanatic of
what?
So anyway, so yeah, gold labels, yeah, those are cool, but like I'm not a big labels fan anyway, but it's like the only book that I don't own is like a restored book yet. I don't have a restored book. And I've been looking at a restored book actually lately. I've been looking like at restored books. And to see what the stigma is about them, you know, in the community. And like that's just like my thing with qualified books. And I always tell people, if it's qualified, look and see why. Like, is it like, you know, is it just a coupon, like a Marvel value stamp missing, or is it a coupon cut out, or does it affect the story? If any of those things line up to where it's like, okay, it doesn't affect the story, it just says incomplete because that part's missing or whatever, dude, that's the book. Get it. It's like, or it might be like somebody wrote their name on it and got like, you know, got an autograph. And
I have some books like that, like where somebody like did something on the front of it, took a pen and kind of outlined one of the letters, or did something weird, you know, like drew cursive, practiced their name on it or something like that.
Yeah.
Crazy. Man. So how many books in total did you end up having graded?
Man, I took like 15, and I only ended up getting because all right, I was mad because Arthur Adams, like something had happened, like on Arthur, like I don't know if it was his friend or something happened, but Arthur Adams was not there, so I couldn't get like what I wanted signed by him. So that was kind of a bummer because I wanted to get Classic X-Men #1 signed by him, and but he wasn't there because some kind of emergency came up, so that was out the window. And then Ed McGuinness was there, but I was gonna have him sign my Avengers, like an Avengers #1, another copy that I had, because I already have a 9.8, but I was gonna have him sign it and see if I got like a signature series 9.8. But
Right.
I didn't want to do that either, and I was just like, oh man, so I only went with like a few people. So like definitely had to get Ryan Otley. Ryan Otley is the master. Hey, what up, Will? wait.
Yeah.
Well, let me give Whale a recap. So, Whale missed. Let me see. Okay. So, the second book was the 7.0. But like I said, these have not been pressed or cleaned, so these could all be pressed out and get grade bumps. But this is a 7.0, and it's a Wolverine #1. Done by Chris Claremont. So yeah, that one, and then the sketch variant 3.0. So that came back a 3.0 signature series, which I'm still glad about that anyway. So
Yeah.
yeah, so not bad so far, I don't think. So I think it's pretty good for not being pressed or cleaned or anything. And traveling from Oklahoma to Chicago, and
Where's CGC at? Florida?
yeah, that's from
So
Florida.
it went from
Yeah,
Chicago to Florida and then
yeah,
back to Oklahoma.
yep.
Sketch variant is right.
Yes,
Yes.
it's the sketch variant. Yes, it's Bueller's book, but I keep it at my house. So
Yeah.
And speaking of which, Bueller is the guest next week. Speaking of Bueller,
I'll watch Your Grail.
yeah. So I gotta get a
He
hold
just
of it.
he just got a copy of that 94 too. So
Yeah, so yeah, he said he wanted to be on the show, so he's supposed to be on after I'm on
cool.
Jeffrey's show. So
Yeah. Oh yeah. I mean, on my show.
so yeah, so far, yeah, so not bad, I think, so far for not having Preston clean because I didn't get to check off a little stupid box.
Yeah, that would have been frustrating for sure.
Mm-hmm. And all the guy had to do was walk back there and just
Yeah, man. Like that was my whole thoughts. Like he seriously couldn't pull it out real quick and let you recheck the box.
Yeah. But what I did like was like how they did the signature, like witnesses stuff or whatever. And it was like they was like, but like I said, the one dude, he was looking one time, and I was like, hey, I was like, hey, I was like, dude, they're sliding. He's like, yeah, yeah. I was like, does it count? And he was like, yeah, it'll count, don't worry. I was like, all right, so it's supposedly supposed to count. So he wasn't watching, but he said he watched.
What up, Comics Misexplained? We appreciate you listening. Thank you for that.
Yeah, look, the Underwhaler.
Oh yeah, he's ready. He's ready for the hunt. I'm glad to hear that, Alec, because Chad 90MF Comics is out there claiming that he's gonna whoop us all, take us all down.
Yes.
So be ready. We gotta dethrone the champ.
All right, so let's pull another one out of the box and see what we get, gentlemen.
Yes. So,
and ladies and gentlemen, excuse me, ladies and gentlemen.
Yes, the hunt is not 90. I got 2 words for you.
So I don't even know what this one. Oh, cool. All right, so
Chris Barrett wants to be a manager. So if any of us are looking for a manager, we have a guy looking to be Jimmy the Heart, mouth of the South.
Exactly. Now this is how you know that Chris Claremont is
Slap
considered.
it. That's right. Oh, I got 2 words for you.
Yep,
Slap
slab it.
it.
Yep.
Damn. There you go, Comics Misexplained. You hit it.
But this is how you know Chris Claremont is a considerate person. After what the rest.
Right? That's great. Yeah.
So this book right here, like I had to get because I used to see it on Reggie's wall, and I was like, I got to give me a copy of that. So
Darkhawk issue number 1.
no. But I do have a Darkhawk issue number 1, but I don't think it's worth slapping it though. It's like I don't think it's worth sending in to get because unless it's a 9.8 or whatever, that's what they say.
Yeah.
Okay, so this book right here hasn't been pressed or cleaned because you can tell. I can see like it could be pressed out right there. But this is like a beautiful cover, and like I said, Chris Claremont is a considerate person because he left room for somebody else to put their signature on this book. I don't know who I'm gonna get on there, but he left room for it though.
Nice.
And it's a 5.5 X-Men 50.
Oh.
Love this cover.
Yeah,
Lord Dane. Yeah, Lord Dane right there. And see how he left all that room up there for somebody else to write their name, and he just wrote that because he had all this space, and he just wrote right there. So I was like, okay, cool. I wish he would have got it in green. I even asked the guy, I was like, can he do green? He's like, no requests. I was like, okay. So yeah, so that's number 50 right there. That's a cool Steranko cover. Like I need to get Steranko to sign this and get it pressed and clean that time, and then it'll come back higher than a 5.5.
Yeah, Chris Barrett said get Steranko.
Yeah.
That'd be.
Yeah, I would probably send it to JD next time when JD said he's always like around Steranko sometimes.
Oh yeah, that'd be cool.
Second appearance of Polaris and Mesmero appearance, Origin of Beast, and the first appearance of the new X-Men logo. Thank you, Steranko. Thank you.
Yeah.
So that's the third book in the box. So that's X-Men 50.
Man, does it feel good to finally be looking at these things? Holding them in your hand?
Like dude, like, do you know I get to like I'm like a kid in a candy store because it's like I get to rearrange my my mantle. I get to rearrange.
Right. These would be front and center on the hunt, right?
Yeah, my wife's like, she's always like, you just rearrange those things like you just like setting up some kind of like puzzle piece. And I was like, I don't know. I just buy stuff and then like it goes together sometimes, and it's like, oh, that's kind of cool. It goes with this, or it'll go with that, or like when I did the Avengers Assemble Instagram post, and I had all the Avengers keys all together, and it was kind of cool looking. I was like, that was kind of cool. So yeah, I don't know. I just collect in a weird way, but all of them at the end are like, to me, can be grails to an extent. To somebody could be a grail, but like for me, it's like stuff that I want. Like I wanted the first Green Hornet.
Alec is throwing down. The Underwhaler is here tonight.
He said from Parson, no.
Comic Books NYC says he took that book to get signed by Steranko at New York Big AppleCon, but Steranko had to cancel, so he couldn't. That sucks. It's too bad.
Man. Yeah, that does. That's like the only guy's signature I don't have is like Steranko, and I want to get one. And it'd be on that book probably. That'd be a book that I would just like, because like, see now it's like since I know that it hasn't been pressed or cleaned, it's like cracking it open and getting it like signed doesn't bother me now. It's like, okay, yeah, crack it open and get it signed and pressed and clean, and then I know for sure it's going to be a great book. So
Right.
But yeah.
Yeah, they're throwing down.
It's Chad is 90 versus the Underwhaler in the chat. It's going down.
I have a feeling it's going to be Chad 90 versus the Underwhaler on the hunt this next Friday. So, guys, be prepared. It's no holds barred, right?
Should we do that? Should we just like have a one-on? Like, should they go one-on-one, and then like the winner goes? You know, like I don't know. Should we just do? I don't know. We'll talk about it. We'll talk. What do y'all want to do? Like, what is like? Cause that'd be like I don't know. That'd be kind of. It seems like they want to go it, and I think the people want to see it.
Huh.
but you know,
we'll have to talk to the chairman of the board.
Yeah, we'll have to talk to the chairman about that and see what he says, what the vote says.
Right.
Oh, fatal 5-way casket match. Yep. So he said still fatal 5-way. Oh, it's good. We're good. We're good. We're not backing up.
Got it.
We just wanted to see if y'all wanted to have a squash match.
On top of a cage match. Oh, there you
go. Because
Hell Cell casket.
Because last time I checked, last time someone went 1-on-1 with the great one, they got their candy ass whooped, and I took their championship, and they went home crying. Boo hoo hoo, Elizabeth. Oh wait. Oh, my bad. Komikhan. What's up? But anyway, so yeah, like yeah, I had a good time in Chicago. These books are kind of cool, but like, yeah, you guys are cracking me up for this. You got the underwear.
The like, dead man walking. What's up, Model Vault? Thanks for joining us tonight.
All right.
Yeah. So let's see what we got, huh?
So let's see what the next book is. I'm not keeping you guys in suspense. It's not going to be a long Grail show tonight. We're just going to be showing some stuff.
Oh, no! The Macho Head comic. 84 is in
said, oh, no, you didn't. He must have heard somebody.
The madness is always nearby. Oh, yeah. Good to see you, Kenny.
What is the damn? Don't you hate when they put the paper and all that stuff, man?
Where's the Dollar Bin Bandit at? He needs to get up in this.
Oh, this is a good one. This is a good one. So everybody get ready for this one. So we talked about this book earlier. So this book, not clean or pressed, not anything like that, but you know, because rookie mistake. And the guy wouldn't be nice enough to check off the little box or whatever for me, so I got screwed out of getting it pressed or clean. So I'm sad to say that it came back. I'm mad at PGX right now.
I'm mad at PGX. What was it, PGX?
Yeah, it was a PGX. It was a PGX 2.0. And it came back a purple gold label, like
purple gold label. What's that mean? What's like, up, Drake Boogie?
Like it says restored, I guess, or whatever. But it's.
Weren't you just talking about not having one of those?
Yeah, I don't. Now I guess I still don't have one because the tone pulled one over on you, and I got a 1.8 signed by Chris Claremont, giant size X-Men for you. If you smell what the tone is cooking. And finally, and I mean finally, the Tones Championship is back home. It still shows clean though for 1.8.
Oh yeah.
Like look at it. And now it's in a CGC case, and it's a signature series, and there's nothing wrong with it. It just needs to be pressed and cleaned, and it'll get a grade bump. Yay!
So it might even be a 2.5 or something.
Yeah, it might be. Maybe. So yeah, and these books right now are
that's what I hear, man. That's what I hear.
They're ridiculous. So it's like just to even have one, like I paid $250 or $275 for this book in a Walmart parking lot.
Yeah. What was it like? Some
I know it's like clean
Craigslist transaction or what?
Oh, it was an eBay transaction, but I was talking to the guy though. I was in a parking lot at Walmart messaging the guy back and forth because I don't believe in like if that's what because the guy was wanting like $400 for it, and I was like, will you take this? And he was like, no. I was like, will you eat it? And then finally I got to like, I was like, will you take two? Like, I think it was either 75 or 50, something like that. And he was just finally like, yeah, I'll do it. But then that's when I thought it was like a scam or whatever. Yeah. So, but anyway, I bought it. So everything's cool on it. So you see it right here. There's no restoration, no nothing. It's all good. It just needs to be pressed and cleaned, and you'll probably get a grade on. So, and yes, it does show clean for a 1.8. Like,
you tell him, Bandito. You tell him.
Cause like there's the back of it. See, it just like you can see like the smut right there. And like,
oh yeah.
Yeah, it just needs to be clean. Like, cause I pretty much figured it just needs to be clean and pressed, because that's all it is, really. But it's all there, guys. It's there. It's back. It's back. It's back. And see, people will be like, okay, it's only a 1.8, but dude, it's a stepping stone. Like, I could sell this book right here and take the money and sell some other stuff and get like a higher upgrade or whatever. But I like what I got. You know, it's like, I'm not a grades guy. I got it guy.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Yeah. So.
You know, that's funny to me. Like, before, like, when I first started, like, collecting comic books, like, I didn't even know what a slab was, let alone I ever thought that I'd have one or be in anything like that. But I guess that comes with, like, the more knowledge you get and the more into it, like, because I guess when I first started collecting, I was more of just a reader, you know? I thought it was just cool to have them. And it's not like I got a lot of slabs. I've got, like, 6 of them or something like that. But, like, you kind of start to get into them a little bit more. It's just, with me, it's which ones do I really want, you know? So
exactly. And like, I don't know, like I'm like you. I didn't know anything about slabs when I first got back into collecting. And then like whenever I did figure out what it was or whatever, and I still do, because I made a mistake and didn't get my books pressed and cleaned up when I dropped them off at CGC. So rookie mistake, but hey, it's knowledgeable to know that, even with the grades that I'm getting, that they can still go up. So it's like, it's not too bad.
yeah, no, like first slab I bought was Incredible Hulk issue 324. It's just like first appearance of Grey Hulk since like issue 1. It's nothing crazy. It's not even a key or anything like that. But at the time I bought it, I just had 9.4. I bought a 9.4 because I was like, oh, it's only like $20 between a 9.4 or a 9.8. Like, why would I not just get a 9.4? And I'm just thinking now, it's like, oh, man, I should have just got the 9.8. It's like, but like, in reality, it doesn't make a difference. But like, it's just things that I didn't know at the time compared to like what you end up knowing as the more you get into it,
Yeah. And it's like, I don't know, to me it's like, I like having graded books because like it's not only beneficial for me, but it's beneficial for my kids, that they know like, okay, like, oh, well, this is a 5.5 yellow signature series signed by this guy, Chris Claremont or whatever. And my dad left it to me, so I know it's worth something.
Right. And you know what? I'll tell you what, my dad had comic books when I was a kid, and guarantee you I went through all of them and messed them all up and got rid of them and lost them. So, like, if you're trying to, like, have kids around them, like, slapping them is not a bad idea if it's like something like that, a real good book.
Oh, yeah, it's not bad to get them slapped. So,
but I was a crazy little kid. Did a lot of bad things.
Jeffrey. So, let's see what else we got, because we are getting up on like 40 minutes now here. So, I'm not going to drag everybody out all night long. So, we will speed it up a little bit more. So, this one here is, this one here, yes. I can already tell what this one is, and I'm glad I got this one. And White Whale knows about this book, because White Whale looked this book up after I got the book. And this is a book that people should be looking up and getting, because it's an actually cool kind of book. And oh, it looks so good. It looks so good. It looks great. And I don't even care about the grade, but the grade is really awesome too. It's Invincible, number 51, second printing, the homage to issue number 1, drawn by Ryan Ottley, signed by Ryan Ottley in a 9.2. You need to find this variant. This is a variant that is hard to find. This is like a nice variant to have because that is, okay, that is that one, right? This is the variant. This is the original. Now, see this, like,
Oh yeah, it's a little it's a little different, huh?
yeah, but see, this is drawn by Ryan Ottley. This is drawn by
Oh,
Crabtree or something, the original
okay.
artist for the first series. But yeah, but see, this is like a homage to it though, and it's
Right,
like
right.
kind of like White Whale's Strangers in Paradise. But this is like, this book is hard to find. There's 51s out there, but this one's hard to find. So,
The Art Chemist, what's up? Good to see you. Oh, Comics with Bueller. What is up, Bueller? Good to see you, man.
oh wait, Bueller. Oh, hold on, wait, Bueller. Let me show you, Bueller. Hold on, Bueller.
Yeah, thanks, Bueller.
Oh, Jeffrey is your grill. But here's the other one though. Here's the signature series. It's all there. 3.0. Needs to be pressed to clean, but it's there though. So yeah. But yeah, that Invincible 51, if you can find it, look for it, find it, or if you can find it, get one. Because it's like, when the time me and Whale looked it up when I first got it, it was like, I think it was like $60 or something like that. But it's like, is that a coloring book?
Just because you hold the belt doesn't make you the champ.
All right, let's see what we got in here on this one. That was kind of cool to get that one, man. How many books I got? All right. Oh shit!
Oh, what?
Excuse my language, YouTube community. And I didn't say it all the way, so don't get me for anything. I didn't say, but this is awesome.
Just hanging out with Tony. Tonight we are opening up his box of CGC graded books that he took to C2E2. So we are just going through and checking these out for the first time. Art Chemist, thanks for.
So mind you, this book's a 9.2, and it was in a backpack flown from my house from Oklahoma City to Chicago through whatever all they had to go through Uber rides and whatever else. And this came back in 9.2, which is kind of cool. That is awesome. And I like that book really. And it goes good with the first, like I said, it's like Strangers in Paradise, how White Whale has those two together. That's how that too is. So this one right here though is my mission, and it's when I'm trying to get the first, all the images, like Image Comic Books, the first one signed by the creators. So I had a picture with me and Mark Silvestri and Ming from Comic Book Man, and he had signed my book or whatever. Signed my first Cyberforce 1, and not Cyberforce 1, the actual from 1 to whatever, the ongoing series, the mini series, which is, I always consider their first appearances the mini series, which is 1 through 4. But this is issue number 1, signed by him, and he was like, when I showed it, he was like, "Oh man, cool, a flashback," and he thought it was kind of cool, and he signed it, and it's here, man, and I got it, and it's a 9.8, dude. 9.8. Cyberforce 1, 9.8. Signed by the man himself. Y'all all seen the picture on Instagram. I'm going to post it again if you ain't seen it. But he touched the book. It came back at 9.8. Cyberforce 1. That is a beautiful cover, dude. That is a beautiful cover. Look at that. like look at the back of that. Like, just awesome, dude. 9.8 from 92. Signed by the man. That's cool, dude. First appearance of Cyberforce. So yeah, 9.8 signature series, awesome. Glad to get that one. That is cool. All right, so
Nice, Mike. I need to buy some comics too. Hell yeah, Brandon Sawinski. He says 316. Give me a hell yeah, hell yeah.
this is a crybaby Chad Jericho.
Chad, I was the champ, and I will always be the champ. Belt or no belt, you can think what you want.
Okay, so this is the last book. So
Drum roll.
okay, so this book I got because Thanatos. Thanatos got this book first. But I seen it on his channel and I was like, I had to get one. And I ordered two, and one of them never made it to my house and it's still like lost in the mail somewhere. I don't know where. I have like an ongoing case on it, but it never showed up anywhere. But I did get one. And when I got it, I just put it in my box, never touched it, just left it alone because I didn't want to buy another one and I didn't feel like looking for another one. And took it to C2E2 and met Tyler Kirkham, got him to sign it. Well, I met Tyler Kirkham's friend at first. I thought it was Tyler Kirkham, but it wasn't Tyler Kirkham. And Tyler Kirkham showed up eventually, was like, oh, yeah, that's my friend or whatever. And I was like, oh, okay, so. And they signed the book, or he signed the book or whatever. And this is the Thanatos has one too. And it's Hal Jordan in the Green Lantern Corps number 45, that smooth Tyler Kirkham cover where he's like half and half. And dude, Thanatos has a 9.8 and I have a 9.8. And that sweet cover. You see that? That is a bad cover right there, dude.
Yeah.
Tyler Kirkham killed it on that cover right there. And a 9.8 signed by him. That's cool. And then, I like it because he signed it up here and he put it on the character or anywhere. He's like, oh, I'm gonna put it over here. Like, thank you. Don't put it on the character. But yeah, that's cool though. That book. Cause look, you can't say that this book right here wouldn't look awesome next to this book.
Huh.
Where he's crazy.
Right.
And he's like, that looks cool. Like it's.
Oh, nice. Comics Just Explained says he's got that one too.
Yeah.
That is a pretty cool book. The Bandito will rise again. Sounds like a challenge, Y290. Bandito's after your title as well.
The Dollar Bandito. So he'll rise again for the belt.
Yeah.
So yeah, those are all the books that I had sent to, well, not sent to, but took to C2E2 with me. And I had some more, but I just some of the people weren't there, and so I couldn't get a lot of the stuff signed that I wanted to get signed. And some of the people are just like, forget it. I want to get a lot of Perez stuff signed, but I didn't feel like waiting in the line. And then what was weird was they had a drop-off service for Claremont, but Perez did not have a drop-off service. And I was like, that's kind of weird. Why don't you have a drop-off service too? And then I could have just dropped off my books with the Claremont one or whatever, And he didn't have the service. So. And for some reason, Drew Manchu hates that guy to death.
Really?
Yes. He hates George Perez, man. So,
are you happy with the grades you got?
Man, yeah, I really dude. I'm super happy that this is a CGC book, signature series book. I'm really super happy about this one. So,
yeah.
I mean, even though it went down from a 2.0, it's really my
honestly,
fault.
that's not a 1.8 CGC is still better than a 2.0 PGX.
Yeah, because I mean, it has more weight behind it, I guess, as you could say, but it's still. I said, it can still be pressed and clean and get probably bumped up to a 2 or 2.5. Who knows, But, dude, these, I've seen ratty covers. Just all this or half of this is gone or something. And it's and they'll want super crazy money. And it's dude. And this still looks for them, and I know this is my book still because the rumors that they say, but this is still my book. But for this to come back to look the way it still looks, even though it was in the PGX, and then come back to look like this still, and be a 1.8, dude, it's awesome. I can't beat that. You know, that's like one of my favorite books. And then like,
We got Caleb Comic Smurf Murphy says he's happy to see you on your show as a guest. You have done some serious collecting this past year, Mr. Sanders, and congratulations.
Thank you, bro.
We got 90 miles from 90 miles from comics. That doesn't even sound right. 90 mother effing comics. No one wants to read the champ's responses, but the only response I will need is everyone crying, because after next week it will still be said the hunt is 90. Oh, yes, the clock on my embalming room wall is about to strike midnight, and my underweller is almost done building 4 caskets for next Friday. I probably should have been Paul Bearer voice. I think I did more Undertaker. Oh, yes! The clock on my embalming room wall is about to strike midnight, and my underweller is almost done building 4 caskets for next Friday.
So yeah, this is a quick recap, real quick for everybody.
Yeah.
Some of my grails. This is signature personal grail right here. I can't believe a 9.8. Cyberforce born first appearance of Cyberforce. Silver Street's first work in Image goes great along with Jim Lee's first work in Image in a 9.0. Wildcats #1. So I'm working on it, guys. I'm working on it. It's coming along. There's like I've got more pieces of the puzzle. I just have to get them into where they need to go, and you know, go from there. But so that's one of them. And then here's the other one. This is Hal Jordan and the Green Lantern Corps, signed by Charlie Kirkham, and still one real sweet cover right there. Still like the cover. And Invincible #51, second printing. Homage to Invincible #1. And a 9.2. And the elusive and rare X-Men 94 sketch variant and a 3.0.
Yes.
One sought after by the mighty Bueller, but he is upgraded. But I'll still roll with his book and keep it in my house. So in a 3.0, 9.4, exclusive sketch variant. You'll never really see a lot of these around. They need to make a lot of them. Then we got
Tony Trombetta. Good to see you, man.
Hey Tony, what's up, bro? And then we got X-Men #50.
Yeah.
Sweet Steranko cover in a 5.5.
Oh yeah.
And yeah, just happy to get that one.
Shoot.
Finally slabbed and signed, so I was glad to get that one slabbed. I knew that was one that had to be done. So, and then Wolverine Limited Series #1, 7.0, done by Chris Claremont. So
yeah,
another one that was just like kind of a cool cover.
For sure. I got that book too. One of the first ones I got when I got back into seriously picking up some stuff.
And man, like this is like my favorite book. I'm like my like until I get X-Men 1, this is like the one that's like, hey. So 1.8, and I don't care. So 1.8, but it's all there. It's signature series, Giant Size X-Men #1, signed by Chris Claremont, and it presents so well. I mean, can't say that. And it's like it's all there, man. So Yeah, I mean, like C2E2 was a blast. I had a great time. And some of it I don't remember, but I had a great time. But
Right?
yeah, so and I got some cool books signed, and I had a blast, dude. So I mean, those are some of my grails. Like I said, like this will always be like a grail to me because like this is like one of the books. Like I actually have like a poster thing like right here, like in front of my computer, where it's like I look at it. So it's like.
Well, and you took all those books from your collection to C2E2, so I mean they all have sentimental value and stuff
Oh
like
yeah.
that to them too. So
Oh
that makes it even cooler, I think.
yep. Had a good time there, man. So yeah, these are all the stuff that I gotta. Man, I can't believe I got a Cyberforce 9.8. I mean, like it's a Cyberforce 1, but it's still 9.8. I mean, it's kind of cool. I like that.
Yeah, I mean it doesn't get a whole lot better than that.
Yeah, I
Perfect
mean, like
10. That's pretty close.
exactly because I'm trying to get that whole thing going. So and Tony Trumbetter just popped in because I gotta send him. I have Savage Dragon 1 signed by Eric Larson. I have Shadowhawk 1 signed by Jim Valentino. I have Wetworks #1 signed by Walt Portacio. I can never say that guy's name. I
Yeah,
was gonna say Pistachio or something, but it's Pistachio or something like that.
I got some books I wish I could get graded, but it's just not right now. Yeah, it's so expensive, you know.
Yeah. No, I gotta, but I'm gonna send those books to because I need those gold labels from Tony. I need them from him. So
Tony.
I'm gonna send probably I think I have like 3 or 4 books I can't remember, but they're all Image books and they're all signed by Image artists.
Nice.
So it's like, yeah, I gotta check it out because like I was at work and I was like stuck at work and the other dude that's usually there with me or whatever, he wasn't there, so it was just me by myself. So when it's me by myself, I don't get to goof off as much as I do.
Right? That's the best part of
So,
my day. Shoot.
so yeah, so I had to be a little bit more Bruce Wayne than. No, let me take that back. I'd be more.
Hulk.
No, I couldn't even say Tony Stark because Tony Stark would still have fun, and I usually do. So yeah, I'd be more. Well, I guess there's really no reference for it. I guess because I'm really not a Batman fan.
Bam, 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 bam.
So and Kitty's probably like, "Oh, you're not a Batman fan." No, I mean I'm not saying like I hate Batman. I'm just saying like I just don't believe the hype.
Right.
Okay, that's all
Yeah.
I'm saying.
I mean, I think there's some cool Batman stories. I'm reading Detective Comics. That's been fun. I've enjoyed it. But, you know,
Like when I hear Batman, all I think is prep time. If Batman has prep time, he could beat this person. And I'm like, what if he doesn't have prep time and this person just like grabs him by the neck and snaps it? So I
yeah.
don't know.
Well,
But
I don't know.
that's
Batman's
a
not even real.
I'm sorry, people. We turned it. That's another topic. We'll talk about
It's
that
all in
later.
his head. He's in an asylum
Yeah.
going crazy.
Alright.
Yeah. Well, bum, 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 bum. That's, that's what's coming from you, Y290. You got the sharks after you.
Oh yeah, everybody's after him. Yeah.
Yeah. Batman. I'm Batman.
Game changer. Well, guys, it has been fun. It's kind of late. Me and Jeffrey got things to do tomorrow, but we do appreciate y'all coming in and hanging out with us and checking out the cool books that I had to show. And again, like I said, Bueller, you're supposed to be my guest next week, so don't forget next Thursday. And we'll talk about the time and we'll get together and talk about it. But yeah, so next week Bueller's the guest. And guys, have a good time, and I'm glad y'all showed up. Yes,
Yeah,
you
thank you
are.
all
What
for
are you talking about?
enjoying.
There he goes. Look.
Yeah.
He says, "Oh yeah, yeah, you are."
Yeah.
We got. Yeah. Well.
So what? YouTube is 90.
Oh my god. All right, Bueller. All right, guys, y'all have a good one.
Thank you all for joining us.
This has been What's Your Grails, and that's your host, Jeffrey Komikhan Henson.